What's up? I've been super inspired lately to actually make music again, my own music with guitars and rock and roll. It sounds a lot like that. I actually, for the first time in over 10 years, I have been using drum programming software. I get off my ass and downloaded Easy Drummer. I'm still in the demo mode, Easy Drummer 2. But I think because I want a full piano roll, I want full control over the drums, over each individual hit, because I'm a drummer myself and I need to have the drums exactly how I want them. So I think I'll try out Superior Drummer instead. I might buy that, but that's beside the point. So I've been sitting on a bunch of riffs for, some time, because when I pick up a guitar and I start and I'm like, yeah, it sounds fucking awesome. That's a great riff. I want to string that together to a song idea, and then I just sit on it for years because I never recorded, because I never program any drums, because I got so bored with that when I was younger. But now technology's better and I'm better, so whatever. Yeah, so I've been doing this lately. I've been making my own music again, just for nothing, just for my own personal enjoyment. And I thought I would talk about something that I'm making right now, because it has actually like a cool thing going on. So once upon ye olden times, I was sitting with my guitar, probably watching TV, maybe The Wire, I don't know, and just messing around with my guitar, something super generic, and I was doing this really normal, boring, average sounding riff, and then a totally normal, boring, average scale. Very dad, very generic scale. I don't fuck all about scales, but to me this sounds very normal and regular. But I like the rhythm of it, and I like the phrasing of it, sort of. But I hated the riff because it sounds so fucking lame. And I just thought, hey, what happens if I just, instead of playing it on these frets, what if I just keep the same exact fingering, I just move it down one fret, and then it sounded like this. I instantly fell in love, because I love when something sounds weird and almost borderline shit, and then you try to make that into an actual idea, or you try to make that sound good. You try to work that into an idea or a riff or a song that actually works. So I love stuff that sounds out of the box and weird and sort of like off. And I mean, the definition of sort of off is when you have something that's, and then you just move everything down one fret. So the boring notes become like just less generic. And I think for added effect, I actually I threw in this, even like this this string as well, to throw in as many contradicting notes and scale as possible in there. Which actually, I think there's a hint of major in there. Well, shit, actually, because that's two notes of the E major chord. So when you have that in there, it's these two notes in between that are fucking. So just stuff like that, which is like, what the fuck is this? Anyway, it sounds kind of good. I love it. And what I also like about that riff is that I'm playing it bad, but also that it's so heavily leaning on this note. The sixth fret, which is the most generic, basic, evil metal note ever, because it's always, you know. It's because it's the middle note in the devil's tritone. It's the very note that makes the devil's tritone the devil's tritone. This note. And usually it's used like that, where you just have a chord, but then to make it sound creepier and crazier and metal, you just move it down. It's like a flavor note in there. So to have a note that's so heavily used in that specific aspect and just doing something completely fucking else with it, I love the idea of that. Oh, and then and then I turned that into a sort of a groove, which is sounds like this. Something else happens, but yeah, I dropped in the bad version of the riff, the boring version of the riff, just to have the contrast, the juxtaposition of, okay, this is sort of like, yeah, this is what it's supposed to sound like. Yeah, this is how the riff is supposed to sound like. Oh wait, no, it's actually fucking shitty. Oh, here's the weird way. Yeah, it's actually better. Because in my mind, when I hear the alternation between I'm like, whenever it goes into this, I'm like, fuck, this sucks. This song sucks. What the fuck is this even? As soon as it goes into, I'm like, yeah, cool. What is happening? Very suspenseful, very interesting. So that's kind of cool. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with this. Is it a song? Is it what even is it? But then later on, I developed it even further when I realized that. And there's a lot of shit. I haven't finished this part actually, so I can't bother showing it to you. But when I noticed that, as I said, I know fuck all about scales, but I have these notes. I realized that when I go a little further on that, I expand a little on that. When I go, it's definitely major. It's super happy. It sounds very purposeful. These notes, even though when I keep these notes pressed down, like in a chordish way, it sounds garbagey. It sounds nonsensical. But then I have that idea, which is like it's show-offy, and it's like you don't need that many notes to express an idea, but I want to do it. Mostly because it's easy to play for me, because my picking sucks, so I can use legato, and I can use the same exact position. Also, when I don't slop all over the place, it'll probably sound better. And then on top of that, or beside that or something, I don't know. Yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. I don't know, I just wanted to make a little video proving that I do make a little music every now and then. It's not made for public consumption. It's not meant to fucking... I've never actually been able to write songs that with vocals in mind, because a song like this, riffs like this, music like this, where the fuck do I place vocals and what type of vocals? So I don't even include them in the thought process when I'm making stuff. So I don't know. I'm just fucking stuck on that. But once more, compare how lame this is to what happens if I go 1 foot up? See, it's nonsense. It sucks now. It doesn't make any sense. No, no good. No good. Very bad. 1 foot up, suck. 1 foot down, luck. And that is all because of experimenting and thinking outside the box. And when it comes to thinking outside the box, you don't even need to think. You just move your hand literally outside of the fucking box you're playing in. You go, this maybe work or maybe not work. Anyway, well, eventually I will have made a lot of these weird fucking song riff ideas into actual songs. Maybe it's instrumental music. Probably, maybe I'll do some yeah on it. I don't know. And maybe then I'll make a fucking EP and throw it out there on my YouTube channel, and then everyone can download it and say it sucks. But I don't know, because I also haven't made anything that I've been planning on releasing to anyone. I mean, in this form where I program drums and I write riffs and stuff. I haven't done any of that stuff in like 12 years either, so I don't know if I want to do it even. But this was a video about me playing one fucking riff.